Amazing. A man has been smeared with mud, yet he is laughing. It's not a common thing to see, is it? And what is the location? Believe it or leave it, this place does exist. It's Crimean city Saksky. This thing is observed here every day, and many times. They really smear people with mud, and people like it. Why? Because this is a resort place where you can get a highly effective treatment with the unique healing, life-giving mud of Saksky Lake. We don't know who was the first one to learn about these properties of Saksky mud. However, even in high antiquity, the locals used it for curing. Those were Scythians and Greeks. The father of history Herodotus had it in one of his books. In Taurica, at a salt lake, they used the Egyptian method of medical treatment with mud. Yes, this is it, the Egyptian method. And it hasn't altered much for 25 centuries. When Crimea became part of Russia, academician Sumarokov was the first Russian scientist to describe the healing properties of Saksky mud. In 1807, by order of Taurida governor Borozdin, French chemist Félix Dessert carried out the first scientific analysis of Saksky muds. That year was the benchmark in the history of health resort business in Crimea. Nicolas Auger was the first medical doctor to research and apply Saksky mud in treatment of various diseases. For 20 years, since 1828, he was dealing with that. Basing on the results of his research, he published a book on medical properties of Saksky muds. It wasn't long till Saksky muds became a popular means of medical treatment. In 1913, barrels with Saksky mud were delivered to Livadiia Palace, and it was successfully used for treatment of Caesarevich Alexis. Since the time of Dr. Auger, medical workers were trying to discover the origin of Saksky mud properties and the possible ways to use them. But no sooner than Professor Sergei Nalbandov, well known for his works on pelotherapy, entered the mud cure clinic, the research became full-scale. Owing to Nalbandov's initiative, in 1926, a station for monitoring the condition of the hidden lake was put into operation. Nowadays, it's a hydrogeological monitoring and servicing station. Its major duty is to provide systematic assessment of bacteriological, physical and chemical parameters of the mud used for treatment of patients, along with protection of the medical resources of Saksky Lake from depletion and pollution. The station and mud cure clinic are the host to regular investigations of the mud properties. Methods of protecting the unique features of the lake are being developed and implemented. Just in recent years, the station research officers, led by candidate of geological and mineralogical sciences, correspondent member of the International Academy of Mineral Resources, the station director Vyacheslav Kokhlov, have developed an ecological and hydrochemical simulation model of Saksky Lake, which enables solving the problems of efficient nature management. Investigated the role the lake algae play in hydrobiological processes of mud formation, performed comparative biochemical research of healing muds of Saksky Lake and the Dead Sea in Israel. The result shows that Saksky mud markedly excels the Dead Sea in number of substances beneficial for human organism and keeps its healing properties a lot longer. Besides, at the labs of the mud cure station, they've developed applications of the lake hydromineral resources in balnear cosmetology. Following successful tests at major medical institutions of Ukraine, for several years the Saksky mud cure station has been producing preparations biol and phytobiol created on the basis of mud extraction. And also mud face pack and lotion GR for face, skin and hair care. In the preparations of GEA Group, the scientists have managed to retain the whole set of mineral salts, microelements, organic substances and biostimulants present in medical mud. In fact, what is Sakian mud? What have the decades of science research shown? Salt Sakian Lake, having the area of 8 square kilometers and somewhat more than half a meter deep, appeared at the end of the last border period, when the water level in the Black Sea raised by more than 100 meters. Initially, a bay was formed. Later, it turned into an estuary, which transformed through climatic changes into a coastal salt lake. Medical black sludge, haloids, that have been precipitating onto the lake bottom for more than 5,500 years, have unique therapeutic properties. However, they don't dominate within the lake volume. Actually, mud formation is going on at present too. It's a continuous but very slow process. Since Lone Sakian Lake is not a natural object, but an artificial storage controlled by man with an intense anthropogenic load. Nevertheless, the lake is used by the mud cure station in accordance with all hydrogeologic regulations, so the mud properties are not degraded. This soft mud smelling of hydrogen sulfide consists of soluble and non-soluble mineral salts and oxides, microelements and microorganisms. It is for them that biologically active compounds are forming in it: hormones, vitamin-type and penicillin-type substances, biostimulants. It has an anti-inflammatory and antibacterial effect. All these components of the mud initiate complex processes in the organism, affecting the nervous, endocrine and blood-forming systems. The immune forces get activated. Metabolism in the target affected organs is enhancing. The Sakian Hydrogeological Monitoring and Servicing Station has examined other salt lakes of Crimea as well. The conclusion is that they too are promising for exploitation that covers the health centers and resorts. However, to keep these lakes environmentally clean, attention needs to be drawn to them and to Sakian Lake itself on part of such influential international organizations as UNESCO and the World Health Organization.